Hello, farm family. Welcome tonight to the farm. I'll wait for a few people to get on. There we go. We got a couple of you on. Thanks for hopping on tonight. Go ahead and let me know where you're joining us from. I'd love to hear who's joining us and where you're joining us from, and hit that like button if you don't mind so we can get some more people to join us. I decided to go live tonight because I'm alone and I'm missing my wife, and thought I'd let you guys know why we may not have as many videos out this week. So anyway, from Tucson and Oklahoma so far. Colorado was the first one. That's awesome. I like your YouTube name. It's just me. That's awesome. So what's going on, guys? LNR Homestead, thanks for getting on. So there's 40 of you on and only 16 likes, but can't blame you. I haven't said anything yet. So as I say some stuff, if you like what I say, hit that like button. Wow, from Africa and Florida and Mississippi and from New Mexico. That is awesome. Ty Cox from St. George, Utah. Ty, you're always good at getting on. And from Idaho, that's where Vicky is right now. Is it snowing where you're at? Because it's snowing in Rexburg. From Wisconsin and New Jersey, that's awesome. I'm always amazed that we have friends from all over, not just the United States, but the world now. And so it's just kind of cool. From Apache Junction, Arizona, and from New York State. Awesome. From Florida, where there's a hurricane and tropical storm warning. That's awesome, Vernon. You got your new colt in. One of these days, maybe you'll get a Farm on Route 66 registered colt. But I sure like that one that you've got from us. And it's amazing how good he's looking and how gentle he is. You and your wife and son have done a great job training him. So anyway, great to have you on. How cold is it in Joseph City, Arizona, Ty? Well, it's going to be 22 degrees tomorrow morning, and it has been windy all day. I don't know if you can still see way back there, if the trees are, yeah, they're still moving. Not like they were earlier. It's been a crazy windy day today. So that's another reason I'm going live, is because trying to video outside is just crazy right now. So welcome from all over the place. Awesome. I was trying to read that comment. Someone just sent it. Thank you. And Blake, my husband stopped saying horses eat people and started saying maybe we'll get a gentle horse one day. Wow. So we're helping you make some progress there. There are some mean horses out there, but most horses, if they're not nice, it's just because they haven't been trained to be that way, or they haven't been treated with kindness themselves. So up in Ohio, they say it's not even that cold in Ohio. I know, it's crazy. So here we are in northern Arizona. The wind's blown all day long, and it's blown in a cold front. And tonight it should get down to 22 degrees Fahrenheit, which is going to be awful cold. So I was out kind of winterizing some things today, and I hope I did okay. Blake and Casey, where are they at? Blake is at basketball practice, and Casey's at basketball practice. Both of them, but this week Blake has the early practice, Casey has the late practice, but then they swap, and it's about the time that they swap, so they're both at the school right now. Blake finished the season with football and did a great job. They made it to the state playoffs for the first time in years and made it to the second round. Well, they won the first and second rounds, and then they lost in the third round. So there was just 4 teams left. And anyway, they did an awesome job. No, is that right? There was 8 teams left in that final, I think, or in that round. But Blake did awesome. Finished the season strong, and thank God that he didn't get hurt. He had, bumps and bruises and scrapes, and one concussion earlier in the season, but for the most part, there's nothing too serious. Yes, Vicky does still have her cooking channel. You know, I wish Vicky had time to do more of her cooking channel because she does such a good job. I love her cooking, and she still cooks when she's here for us. But just trying to keep our channel going and watch Blake's football and Casey's volleyball has just been crazy. So anyway, started to tell you, so Blake did real good, end of the season without any major injuries. Just did a phenomenal job leading his team as the quarterback and as the middle linebacker and the punter. And anyway, he's gonna miss football. I saw something on, hey Brad, good to see you there, bud. Hopefully you're wearing your farm hat, right? Just kidding. I gave Brad a farm hat. He's a good friend from back in the day when he used to live over in Holbrook. So anyway, sorry, I keep getting distracted. That's the problem with comments. I love your comments, by the way, but I'm ADD anyway. That's a true story. I always felt bad that some of our kids, Blake was kind of being told by the teachers when he was a little kid, hey, he can't pay attention. He's always looking outside. He always wants to be doing something. And I was like, well, that's me, you know? And so they're like, well, he really needs to be tested. So we took him to be tested. And I told the psychologist or whoever it was doing the testing, I said, you know what? Can you give tests to adults? And they said, yeah. And I said, if he's getting tested, I want to get tested. Well, went back to get the results, and they said, yeah, Blake does have mild ADD. You know, he's just right on the bubble there. Maybe he has a little attention deficit. And they said, but you, Mr. Palmer, are off the chart. I'm like, whoa, okay. Well, back in the day, we didn't know about those things, and we just were told, hey, you need to focus more. And anyway, somehow I got through high school and college and got a master's degree. And anyway, I'm not saying ADD is not a real thing because I have it, but I'm saying, anyway, we used to deal with it a lot differently. And Blake never went on medication or anything, and he just got the superintendent's list as well as Casey, so pretty awesome. So Blake did awesome at football. And Kate, and sorry, I was reading that post or that comment, and I'll try to get back to it here in a minute. And Casey, many of you that watch our channel know she was pulled up to varsity about mid-season, and then starting varsity on the front row in volleyball as they rotate around on the front row. Casey is really good at jumping, and she won the White Mountain League championship in high jump last year, and she can jump and block those balls, and so she got pulled up and starting varsity as on that front row and did an awesome job. And our volleyball team went to there was just 4 teams left, and they lost in 5 games to the team that went on to win the championship the next day. And anyway, heartbreaker, but it was also so awesome. We were so proud of them. So there's been lots of comments coming in. Let me see if, anyway, next time one comes in, I'll be able to scroll up easier. I always get worried I'm going to turn you guys off if I hit the wrong button on my phone. Anyway, so we've been super busy with volleyball and football. And like I said, the kids are already at basketball practice. And so Vicky has not had time to do her cooking channel. I hope she gets some time to start doing more of that. As for this channel, it's going well. We had goals to be at 100,000 subscribers by Christmas, and we're not there. We'll be halfway there, and yet 50,000 is pretty awesome, and we're so grateful to all of you that watch our channel and support us and are so kind. So thank you for watching and supporting our channel. It's been awesome. We've rescued some really cool horses lately. I actually bought one at the auction today. On Wednesdays, if I can slip over there, there's normally only 2 or 3 horses at the Holbrook auction. And this old gelding came through, and he's got some arthritis in his knees, but he's gentle. And I just hope we can find him a good home. And so I'm excited to introduce you to him here in the upcoming weeks. You met the two buckskins. Dakota is going to California to Lisa and Bernie, and I'm so excited about that. Lisa's been so fun to message, or not message, to text or whatever. I can just tell she is so excited to get this horse, and she's gonna spoil him rotten. And Dakota is just so kind. He's really coming along quick. Blake has not had a minute to mess with his buckskin. Like I say, the days get shorter, and it's just tough to get it all done. We got that big pony at the auction last week, and we had one day that we were able to mess with him and put a saddle on, not him, her, and we put a saddle on her. And anyway, I think she's probably trained to ride. We just haven't got that far. What else has been going on? Gold 66 is doing really well. My brother is training him down in southern Arizona, and we'll get to go see him at Christmas. So excited for you to get to see Gold 66. 66 is up at Martin's Quarter Horses in Bayfield, Colorado, and they have leased him for the next 2 years. And so super excited to see that. So check out Martin's Quarter Horses. We've got Chipper and Lex and Lily that are all pregnant, and so excited for some babies that'll come this next spring. And what else? Anyway, there's just lots going and not a lot of time to do it. We also got a litter of Goldendoodle puppies, and they will be ready right at Christmas time. And I think this will probably be the last litter. We've raised Goldendoodles. Some people like that, and others are critical of that, thinking you shouldn't raise puppies with all of them that are in shelters. And I agree. If you want to go save a puppy at the shelters, go get one. But if you want a Goldendoodle puppy, then there's no harm in trying to get one of those either. But I think we're about done. This will probably be our last litter. So if anyone wants these are standard size Goldendoodles. So they're big dogs and lots of energy, but they're beautiful, beautiful dogs. Someone's asking if I have a tip for putting a bit in a horse's mouth. It's hard to tell you how to do it here, but I'll try to remember to do it in an upcoming video. I know my cousin Amory Palmer shows you how to do it in one of her videos, so you may want to go check out her channel. Anyway, so Vicky's gone. She's left me. Just kidding. She's left to go help our married daughter, Kaylee, who's going to have yes, I did vote yesterday, Ty. Thanks for asking. Anyway, so Vicky went to help Kaylee. Kaylee's expecting in February, and they're so far away from us that Vicky just felt like she wanted to give her some TLC and go up and cook some meals and put them in the fridge and go love on Peyton, their little boy. I think he's just coming 2 years old. I'm terrible with ages and stuff, but I think 2 years old in December. And so he is super cute, and he sure melts Grandpa's heart when he says, "Love you, Papa," on the phone. He's really sweet, and Vicky's having a blast. So she's up there this week, and so that's why we've only had one official video out this week. But you may have noticed we're doing a lot more shorts, and I don't know, even though we've done YouTube for a while and we're figuring things out, there's a lot of things we still just don't get. Our shorts are going really well. Some of them are just taking off, and yet as far as monetization, we get just pennies for shorts, but we do gain subscribers for shorts. So if any of you are out there trying to grow your YouTube channel, shorts seem to be a way to grow your channel as far as subscribers. But anyway, man, I know I'm just rambling. Like I said, I miss Vicky. I wanted to have the farm behind me, even though it's freezing cold and windy out there. You can see it's starting to get dark, and I wish I could be out there. I'm trying to have a good attitude, but I'll tell you what, it's hard in the wintertime to not get discouraged. I love summertime. I love when the weather's good. So, but hey, I've got to have a good attitude. Find joy in the journey. Is what one of our church leaders said, and I love that quote. We got to find joy in the journey. So, let's see here. I've got several quotes or comments coming in. Lots of them have come in, and I apologize. It's hard to read them and make sense of myself and not get too distracted. So someone said I should watch a video with Kirk Douglas about dyslexia, the secret hope. Anyway, thank you. So, what do I watch on TV? That's a great question. We don't have TV. We have a TV, but it's not hooked up to anything. And some people think we're crazy, but honestly, no offense to those of you that watch TV, a lot of TV, but I don't know how we would have time to watch, and yet I think it's raised some good kids. Now that doesn't mean they don't. They can pull up Netflix or something on our home computer or whatever, and we have that in the kitchen. So anyway, we don't have a TV. So whoever asked that, I'm sorry, we don't watch. We don't even get to watch a lot of YouTube. Blake doesn't even watch our own videos because he's lived them, you know. Vicky and I watch them just because she edits them, and then I'm kind of the final watch to say, hey, you did awesome, or hey, maybe we ought to tweak this or do this. But Vicky does most of the hard work there. We try to watch some YouTube just to kind of see what others are doing. But you're welcome, Ty, for doing a live. So my friend just texted me instead of messaging on or sending a message through YouTube, and said wintertime is cuddle time with a bunch of hearts and smiles. And so Gary, I just haven't figured it out. Maybe that's why I'm discouraged. Vicky's not here anyway, so that's why I don't have my cuddle companion with me, so no wonder I'm discouraged. But again, life's good. I'm happy. We live in a home that's warm, and we're blessed to live in northern Arizona. I shouldn't tell you this, but we don't have to worry, or normally don't have to worry about tornadoes and hurricanes and typhoons and earthquakes. You know, we hear about all those things everywhere. My heart goes out to those in Idabel, Oklahoma. My son served his mission there, and I understand they got hit real hard with a tornado just a couple days ago. So anyway, grateful to live in northern Arizona. Yes, it's cold tonight, but Gary, I know what he and Carolyn must be doing, a little cuddling tonight and stay warm. But the rest of us, just grateful that we live in this free land. And even though it's cold, you can see there's still a lot of leaves on the trees, on some of the trees. Some of the other trees, you can see that one up there, they lose them quicker. These umbrella willows, they're called. You can see how they're almost perfectly shaped like an umbrella. They're the first to come out and the last to lose their leaves, so they're nice to have here on the farm. But there's others that come out late and lose them early. So anyway, I've kind of rambled on. Is there anything, and again, I haven't kept up with all your questions or comments. Ty, you asked if we were going to go to the Cowboy Christmas and the NFR. I don't know. We haven't decided. We would love to, but it's kind of tricky with Casey and Blake playing high school basketball. They're both going to be super busy this time of year. So, do you have any horses who need a good home? Yes. I've been shocked that our little one, little Lucky Dreamer, the little teeny one that was abandoned or left behind, um, when there was a roundup out on the reservation, they tried to round up a bunch of the horses, and she was left behind. She's just 3 years old. And 3 years old. Sorry. See, this is what happens when I get distracted. Someone was just messaging, and I got distracted. She's 3 months old. She was separated from her mom at 1 month old, and this sweet little Navajo lady picked her up and doctored her and got her on her feet. But she's got a lot of growing up to do and just needs a lot of TLC, but she's eating well. I trimmed her feet. She's doing good. So little Lucky Dreamer, we'd love to find a good home for her. She'd be a great Christmas present for someone. And then the one I picked up today, we'll let you know, so be watching. He's an older gelding, has some arthritis, and I'm afraid if I wouldn't have picked him up and helped him find a good home, that he may not have had a great fate. So he'll be a great kid's horse for someone that just doesn't ride too much. Okay, someone's saying they're interested in her, and they're in Arizona. So I'll tell you what, Sideways Gecko. Anyway, can you email me at thefarmonroute66@gmail.com, and we'll make arrangements, because they say they would like her. So yes, Ty, Chip66 left the farm this week, and we'll show you that in video, and Vicky's home to help me edit. So, and then we've got that pony that I picked up last week. We just don't know a lot about her yet. And so I've got, and then we have Xander, whose leg is pretty much healed up, and he's ready to go to a new home. So I've got several horses ready to go to new homes. This person says, hi from Australia. It's spring here. We had a thunderstorm last night. That's awesome. Lucky Dreamer is beautiful. I love your channel. Thank you, Brenton. That is awesome. It is so fun. We got to do it one time. Vicky and I went to Chile, where I served my mission for our church back as a 19-year-old for 2 years. But Vicky and I went back there probably 7 years ago. We got to go back to Chile, and to go on the opposite side of the equator during winter is so fun, because you get away from winter and you get to go to summer, and you can go in just one flight, and so normally it takes 6 months to go from winter to summer, but not on an airplane. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, we do have some horses that we're going to be trying to help find some new homes. We have some pregnant horses that we're trying to just take care of, and can't wait to see babies in the spring. We have our 2 stallions that you'll get to know more and more about, or you can ask more and more about. Okay, this person, all right, they had asked this before. Oops. I can't. For some, there it is. Sorry for asking again, but do you post when you ride? The horse place that I go to doesn't allow me to, and I'm just curious about it. Posting is when you kind of bounce with the movement of the horse. I know that's not how it would be defined in a dictionary. Someone was saying that Blake posts when he rides. I've never taken riding lessons. I don't know. I mean, posting is normally an English riding style. And so I would say no, I don't post when I ride. But you do have to move with the horse, or else if you're going down when they're coming up, it's not gonna feel good. So you've gotta move with the horse. But I would have to take some riding lessons and learn more about posting and stuff like that. Some people think we're experts just because we have horses around all the time. And I do know a lot about horses, and I've doctored a lot of horses, and I've trained and rehabilitated a lot of horses, and I've raised and bred lots of horses. But there's a lot of things I don't know. So I don't pretend to be a know-it-all with all that stuff. But Anyway, we have 106 of you on. That is awesome. And 117 likes. So that means there's more likes than people that are on. So they must not have liked it too much because then they got off. So I must be boring some of you. But anyway, any last questions? A quick recap. Vicky is in Idaho with our married daughter and her husband Roy. So Kaylee and Roy and Peyton, and she's having a blast. But I miss her like crazy. Can't wait for her to get home. And you can see it's getting dark out there. It's going to be a cold night in northern Arizona. But we've got lots going on the farm, but without Vicky here to help me edit, and also with the way the wind has been so strong the last 2 days, I really haven't been able to do much videoing. So Ty asked how my shoulder's doing. Last year I was bucked off a horse and broke my scapula, and Ty, it's doing good. I mean, I'm as good as a 51-year-old out of shape man can be. I'm trying to get in better shape though. I really am. So someone says it's just me, says it's already dark in Colorado. Yep, I'm 51 years old, Wayne. I know you probably thought I was 25. Sorry to disappoint, but just kidding. Probably good I told you I was 51 because some of you probably thought I was about 81. But anyway, any last questions before I get off? Thanks for laughing, Wayne. So I guess there's no more questions. Guys, keep watching our videos. Just because we don't have up any new ones, we'd appreciate it if you'd go watch one of the old ones and comment and share it with somebody. We're still trying to grow our channel, and one of the dogs there's Bailey. She's the mama to the puppies. Again, we do have Goldendoodle puppies that'll be ready. They're her puppies, and they'll be ready at Christmas time. So my wife's in Rexburg, Idaho. Brad, Esther's this weekend? Good question. With Vicky out of town, that's a great idea. My daughter, I sent her to Esther's to grab dinner on her way to basketball practice. You can tell how I cook when Vicky's gone. But Esther's Diner is awesome. If you're ever in northern Arizona, coming through our town, check out Esther's Diner. It's super good. Brad, makes me happy to get on. Hume's Little Homestead, love you guys. Go check them out. They're one of our great friends, and they have a channel, and they're so close to getting monetized. Yes, Crazy Metals and Crazy Pieces both have one of our puppies. That's a true statement, and we would love if maybe we ought to tell them that we've got some more. Maybe they could let people know for us. Awesome. Someone from the Navajo Nation, one of our fans from the Navajo Nation. All right. I think I'm getting off. Guys, have a great week, and God bless. Thanks for joining me.